the great cornhole.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Masters of the Retroverse. I'm Adam, and with me, as usual, is Mr. Man-at-Arms, David. What's up, buddy?
What is up? What is up?
We apologize for not being on last week. We had some technical difficulties, and David got it all straightened out, so we're in like Flynn, baby. In like Flynn!
We doing it good.
Yeah, we do a good job. Yep.
We do good job.
So what's been going on, man?
Dude, we've had a lot of stuff going on, and it's been hectic. Like you said, I had a little bit of problem earlier. My graphics card just went to crap. So, note to self, I don't trust MSI anymore. Didn't even have like a big load on it or anything, but shouldn't have had problems with it.
Just went kaput.
Yeah. Yep.
You got to make sure you got a good surge protector on that shit too, dude.
Oh yeah, no, I got backups.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the number one killer, dude. Surge
yeah.
protectors, man, or surges, power surges.
Yep.
So.
No, man. What's been going on with you?
Not much. We went to V-Stock, that store in the mall that we took you to.
Yeah,
we went there today. We just wanted to get out of the house. Kids are driving us crazy, and so we went by there, and I picked up a couple things, kind of cool. Picked up a Captain Marvel #1.
Oh, nice.
Kind of cool. Figured I'd kind of read up on her a little bit before the movie comes out.
Yeah.
I picked up the Uncanny X-Men Annual #1, which is the return of Scott Summers, Cyclops, because he died. And I'm kind of stoked to dig into it. I'm not really sure what this is about because it's got like a bunch of different Cyclopses, you know.
Yeah.
So kind of excited to read that and see what that's about. But I think the coolest thing that I got, man, this is cool. I walked by this, I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. And I walked back, grabbed it. I'm like, I'll probably never see another one again, so I might as well get it. Check this out.
Oh, nice.
It's the Venom soundtrack. Yep, on record. And I had to have it. And on the back side, it's got, I can't really see it. It's got the Venom. So
yeah, it's pretty badass.
Yeah,
man.
It'll look pretty cool, I think, on my shelf with all the other Venom crap that I got once I get all that stuff put up. And
yeah,
probably paid a little too much for it, man. That place is kind of pisses me off what they want for some of their stuff. I mean, it may be fair price, but I'm talking about the toys and stuff that they got. It's kind of outrageous.
Right.
You know,
when I went there, it was just like, okay, cool. That's where I actually got. You can't see it because it's behind the arcade machine, but that turtle, that Donatello.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
They didn't really have a whole lot really to speak of, but you know, I mainly was going there just looking at the comics and stuff and see what they had. So it was a good time.
Yeah.
So
the what all is going on there? What all do they have there now? Have they changed it at all?
They haven't changed it, but the stuff they have is they don't have as much as what they used to. I think
really?
basically they've been picked clean. So the stuff they do have is kind of crap, and they're asking way too much money for it. You know, they had some other Venom figures and stuff, and like the one, what was it? It was a 12-inch Venom, kind of like this one, but it was a different one. It was different, and it was a Toy Biz, and the box was beat to crap. It had been opened, and you could tell, and it was just in terrible shape, and they wanted like $30 for this thing, and I don't really know if you can like haggle with them or not. Doesn't seem like you really could. So like stuff like that, I can find that at the toy show all day long for like $10. What's up, Fandon?
Yeah, I just saw that.
Fandon in the house.
Fandon in the house. What up, dude?
Still waiting to get you on the show, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been exploring video games and all that stuff. Like, I'm really into it. I'm actually like mesmerized by it right now. Like all the retro type stuff of video games, man. I don't know why.
What do you mean? Explain.
So the different versions of like the Sega Game Gear and all that crap like that. And
yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of going off tangent.
I gotta find my Game Gear.
You couldn't?
I gotta find it. Yeah, we had one.
Yeah. They had the Sega Game Gear, but they had like exclusive Japan release. It was all red and had Coca-Cola on the bottom. And it came with a game, like a pack-in game, Coca-Cola Kid.
Really?
Yeah. You look for it online right now on eBay or whatever, it's like $800 something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, I was like getting into the super, like, I don't know. I got like all these ideas going on through my head. So, the Super Game Boy, stuff like that, the Donkey Kong, and like they had, I don't know, man. I've been watching a lot of the Gaming Historian and doing all that stuff, man. I don't know.
Yeah. You know, I find I'm intrigued more about like the accessories and the game systems than I am, I think, the games anymore, it seems like, you know?
Yeah.
It's like all the stupid little shit, you know, like that Game Boy case and, you know, just stuff like that. You know, the acclaimed joystick, you know, and all the zappers and all that other crap goes along with
Brandon says not much here. He's just here for the beer.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, rum. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Oh, hold on. Let's do it so you can actually.
Okay, ready?
Who's a man at arms?
Clink. He'll be ready after the national convention to come on and show off the new Redline Hot Wheels in my collection. Hell yeah, man. He's going to the Hot Wheels National Convention. I think it's in March or April, I believe.
Is that in your state?
I think he said it was up in Chicago.
Okay. Yeah.
So, it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. I still want that Knight Rider. I'm just saying.
All right. Well, I'm sure he could find one at that place.
It's that not. It had like I think I explained it last time. It was just one little Hot Wheel, and it was like in this crazy case, and it pops up and it does the whole the thing with the red bar making that noise.
Yeah, it was a newer one too, wasn't it? You said it was like
it was like 2000 something.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm sure he can find one for you.
Yeah, they're ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
I wish they made more Knight Rider stuff for like toys and stuff like that. That would have been sweet, dude. I'm telling you.
Yep.
Game Genie, NES. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. The Game Genie, you had to push it in and like bend your console.
Yeah. I never had one, but a lot of my friends did, so I've got a little bit of experience with them.
Dude, I hated them.
Yeah, I do. Hey, Joe Amato, what's up, buddy?
Joe?
Yeah, because didn't you have to go through and punch in the codes and all that stuff?
Yes, you had to get that code. You had to get the code book, and you had to type in. Each code was like 16 numbers. Why the hell are all my notifications going off now? Okay, I just paused them, but they keep popping up. Anyways, so so you had to actually. It was like 8 digits, and then another 8 digits, and another. It was like. It was a whole bunch. It was like 16 or 32. It was a lot. It was like you had to put a lot of digits in there, and you mess it up, and then the game wouldn't load right. On the Game Genie. I'm pretty sure Joe Amato knows all about the Game Genie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was the same thing with the Power Glove too. You had to have you had to put the codes in and shit for that, which was completely useless for most games anyway.
Yeah. And it's completely useless. Now, even if you get it and you have the bar and everything you're supposed to have for it, it's still useless because you need a CRT TV. So unless you pull it out of the garage and like, I'm not gonna hold a 32-inch freaking CRT. I have one CRT TV in my house, and it's not even in my house; it's in my garage, and it has a VCR underneath it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was listening to the Completely Unnecessary podcast, and they were talking about there's a company out there now, and I can't remember what the name of it is, but they actually make a zapper now that works on
With
the newer
LED?
TVs.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, does it have to be LED or does it have to be what's the other one?
LCD.
LCD.
I
You want
don't
to?
know. LCD.
question.
Well, wait a minute. The LED is the newer style, so I'm sure that's probably what it works with. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, there's probably some adapter or something that goes with it to make it compatible with
Wii?
them. Yeah.
Like the way it reads the light coming at the thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Brandon says April 3rd through the 7th in Chicago. He says if you find a pic, he'll see if they have one.
Hell yeah, thanks,
So
buddy.
yeah, just
Hook me up. Tell me what I owe you.
I'll see if I can-
$1 million.
yeah. I'll see if I can find a pic and I'll text it to him.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about here, so
Yes.
we're gonna run through some of this stuff, and then you've got a certain a theory about something
Yes.
that we're gonna discuss. You want to save that one for the last, or
I'm pretty sure Joe Amato could chime in on it. I don't know.
okay? Well, we can talk about that right now if you want.
All right, yeah, we can make that the big long topic because like there's a lot to it. So
Okay. Well, explain it. Explain it. I'm
Okay,
gonna sit
so-
back and just do this.
okay,
Listen.
so there's a theory going around the internet. It's been around for I think a year or so now, but Tony Stark's left arm is like the ultimate hidden gem in the Marvel universe, cinematic universe. I mean, since the day the franchise truly began with Iron Man 1, the opening scene, right? So the opening scene is Tony Stark's left arm, and he's sitting there holding his drink in the Humvee, right?
Yeah.
Your camera.
Hang on.
Adam.
Sorry. There we go.
I know it's not the one that they're
Yeah.
seeing you through. That still messes me up. So here I'm gonna put some pictures up here, and I'll kind of talk to each one. If anybody in the chat has any, I know I don't have all the pictures, but I have a good majority of what we need. So here's the pictures. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can they hear me? Because I can't hear me anymore. It stopped echoing. So
I'm assuming so. I don't know. I'm not monitoring the live, so.
okay, yeah, because it doesn't echo here. Let me turn it up just to double check. Let's see.
Okay.
So switch. Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
You're good.
cool.
Okay.
All right. I apologize for that. So I just want to make sure my
Here, I'm
my
gonna
audio-
take your picture and make it bigger here for everybody to see. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So now that you can see these pictures, I'm going to describe them. So obviously the first one up there in the top left corner, that's the one where it should be left. It's left, right? Adam?
Yeah, it's left.
Okay. I forget the reverse thing. So in the top left corner, that's that opening scene after when you first see Tony Stark. It starts out and he's holding that drink, right? So that's his left arm, and this goes throughout the whole thing as we talk to it. And then down on the bottom there, you see Tony rolling with his friggin'. He has one arm off, one arm on, right? So obviously the one with the screwdriver is his left arm, and then Iron Man's in the right arm. It's supposed to be like showing some. It's a theory, right? So everything in here, Tony Stark's left arm was supposed to be like, it's one of those things you go back and you find out and you understand like this is going on, because so the theory is Tony Stark's going to eventually lose this arm he's going to get the gauntlet and he's going to snap the finger and he's going to undo everything that Thanos did, because you see up there in that little picture, right? Thanos's left arm is trashed all the way up to the shoulder. If you look at the shoulder, it doesn't look right. It's all ate up and all that stuff.
It is?
Yeah, it's ate up. It's not right. So, and it's the best picture I could find. So I can actually.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at the wrong picture. Okay, yeah, the one that you got right there.
So his left arm right
Yeah. Yeah.
here he's losing all his stuff here, right?
I wonder if that's
and the gloves all melting and everything.
Okay.
It's because of the power that focused through Thanos' arm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's like a side effect of having.
Right.
Side effects may include loss of left arm.
Yeah. So it goes all the way back to here. Like, when Tony's armor gets stripped off his arm, or like it gets all ate up. Both of his arms get ate up, but his left arm gets ate up more when he puts his armor on. He's fighting Whiplash and Iron Man 2, and then Iron Man 3. There might have been some, I can't remember off the top of my head. I kind of just threw this together before we started this because I had a whole thing set up for the stream we did earlier. And then we move on to Civil War, right?
Yep.
And in Civil War, he had his he was like always massaging his arm and stuff, and like he was having problems with it and all that good stuff. Like there was a whole bunch of things going on.
Why was that? I don't remember that. Did they ever say why he was always doing that?
So it's just supposed to be like it's a progression from the first left arm up here, right? When it shows you like he's doing his drink, and like that was where you're supposed to like focus on his left arm. Yeah. Going back now you see all the references back to his left arm throughout the movie.
Okay.
And he had that stuff going on in his chest, and it's just he's war torn. By the time Civil War hits, like he's war torn, right? And then in Spider-Man Homecoming, right, he had the harness on his arm and all that, and he's massaging his arm here too as well. Yeah. It's been a progression with his left arm that he's gonna lose it. Like they're telegraphing the eventual outcome of him wearing the gauntlet and undoing the snap. And he's not a Titan. He's not from Titan. And Thanos is pretty much the equivalent of a god, right? Like his people were like a godly race. Yeah. And and it took this much impact to him. So Tony Stark, like if everything goes the way that this is going, and he gets the gauntlet and he gets the thing fixed or whatever, and they make another gauntlet, because where can the gauntlet be made at? Where did we see it? Come on.
You saw it where can it be made. It was made by that
come on.
The big dwarf guy.
Yep. And right. What was it? They're like, they made a reference to it in the movie because they had a cast for it, right? And he's like, what's that for? He's like, it's nothing. We just leave it here.
Yeah, like,
yeah. So we know there's a cast out there to recast this fucking gauntlet.
Right. And Thor repowered. He repowered the sun for the forge. Yeah.
For the forge,
The forge, yeah.
Yep. So we can reforge the gauntlet. The gauntlet being trashed right now is really not a problem. What we need to acquire are all the fucking gems again. We need everything again. And who's going to do that? It's going to be Captain Marvel and all that crap and everything going on. Like they're going to get this back. And all throughout this whole thing, what's been a running thing, right, against Tony Stark? What has Captain America said to Tony Stark on more than one occasion? You're not the guy to lay down on the wire to let your friends cross over it. You're not the guy to commit the ultimate sacrifice that needs to be done. You're selfish, Tony Stark. You're selfish. And they were butting heads. They were butting heads in Civil War. Yeah, it's all about the Accord during the Civil War. But later on, they have these discussions throughout the whole series, right? They have these types of discussions. And if you're looking, I don't have the picture in here, but the picture with Gamora, she's at the bottom of the pit, right?
Yeah.
To get the Soul Stone again, there needs to be a sacrifice.
Okay.
Tony Stark isn't making that sacrifice. He's making the sacrifice when he loses his arm. Captain America is going to sacrifice himself. There's going to be an outcome on both of them. They're going to go to what's that fucking place called? Where Red Skull was. They would get the Soul Stone.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know the name of it.
They're both going to go there. If you look at the picture of Gamora on the ground, right? Up to her right, there's a big circle. There's a big circle in the ground. And if you look to the bottom of her foot, it looks like there's a boot or something on the ground, like a brown boot. I should have grabbed this picture.
Oh, yeah.
But
can you find it?
I can try to find it right now. Let me see here. Give me 1 second.
So while you're looking for that, let me just comment on something. So Iron Man, the first Iron Man was back in 2003, right? 03, 04, or something like that, I think.
First Iron Man? No, it was 2008, I think.
No, it wasn't.
That was Iron Man 2, maybe. Because because I was in Iraq.
Oh yeah,
I was in
2008. You're right. Yeah, 2008. I'm
Yeah,
thinking of like
I was-
Hulk, the Hulk.
I was in
think.
Iraq.
Yeah, the Hulk I think was like
Yeah.
2003 and all
Yeah.
that. So 2008. So that means for the last 10 years they've had this
Yes.
minor little detail planned out.
Yep.
That's crazy, dude. That they've had this.
It's not confirmed. It's a theory.
I know, but it just it almost seems like it's got to be true. I mean, all the
Yeah.
little things that you're showing me, all the pictures that I'm looking at from, 10 year from the last 10 years of Iron Man and Tony Stark being in these movies. It's like, I don't
It's
know.
like, wow.
And I'm sure you could find more. Like if you go and look at like the Spider-Man Homecoming, I'm sure you'll probably see more.
This is Homecoming right here.
Oh yeah, the one on top. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Homecoming.
Yep.
Every little one, dude. It's so just it's eerie. You know what I mean? To have the confidence. Hold on, finish typing in Gamora here. I found the picture, by the way. Give me 1 second. I gotta save it to my desktop.
Okay.
Okay, so there it is. Let me add it in here, and then we're going here. Boom. All right, here it is. So it's not. Oh my God, the resolution on this is horrible. But if you can see right here, there's an impact, and this is where they say the boot is. It's a brown boot, right? So the impact of the shield, right, is somewhere. It's like right here.
Well, I can't see your
boot.
mouse.
Yeah, sorry. You can't see my mouse?
No.
Oh, damn it.
So you got her left foot, right?
Yep.
And
her left foot.
That black blotch.
At about 5 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah.
There's brown. There's like top has a little black in there. The bottom has the brown. The bottom has like a brown thing. And then there's blood stains. Look to her left hand. And then go out at about 2 o'clock. There's blood stains on the ground.
Okay.
Okay. So with the blood stains on the ground and all that stuff, there was another sacrifice. So now this is the other thing. This is where time travel. Because they said there's confirmed to be time travel.
Yeah.
In the new one.
And that's
right?
the whole thing with the Captain Marvel, because she's in the 90s.
Right? Yeah. So with time travel being occurred, now Tony and Cap have gone back in time, right? And they made the sacrifice before this. They got the thing.
Okay, so it's already happened, yeah.
Yeah, it's already happened.
But it hasn't.
It's already happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They call that a paradox, yeah.
A paradox, yep. So to have these things happen and have all of these things like just line up and be what they are, it really makes your mind just like sit there and turn and turn and turn and turn.
Oh, definitely. And I know for those of you listening on the audio podcast, if you want to see this picture that we're talking about, David, if you can, take a screenshot of all that and put it on our Facebook page, or go check out the YouTube channel and find the video, and you can see what we're talking about here. It really is. That's amazing, dude. That's pretty cool.
So hopefully I just grabbed a screenshot of it. All right, let me switch back to here. And there's the echo again.
Echo.
For me, I don't get it.
Damn. Well, that makes me even that much more excited to see the end game when it comes out.
To have that much confidence in your franchise or in your story and be able to forecast that far out is just like, and to have the confidence, you know.
I mean, so 10 years ago they already had all these plot lines lined out up until this movie. They've had all the plots and everything lined out. Like they knew that this is what was going to happen. Yeah, that's incredible.
It's absolutely freaking insane, dude.
Yeah, that's amazing, dude.
So let's see here. Let's add some. So, what are your thoughts? Like, do you think this could be possible?
Definitely. Like everything that you showed me, I haven't heard anything about this theory at all. And from what you've brought to me, I think it's definitely plausible. Jeff Chappella, man. Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, hopefully he caught most of that. I want to see what he thinks.
Is he a big Marvel guy?
Yeah, he likes Marvel.
Okay. All right,
but I definitely think that it could be a thing. Yeah.
So, I have it right now. I'll post it on the page. Screen cap. All right. JPEG. Close that out. And where the fuck's Google? I got so much going on. I feel your pain.
Right. So, are you a fan of the Zombieland?
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm glad, because Zombieland 2 has begun filming. And
yeah, I saw a picture.
I am pretty damn excited about this, dude. It's gonna be good.
So is the whole cast coming back?
Yes.
Or what?
All the original cast. And from what I've read, here, let me read you this article from Geek Tyrant. Some interesting cast news has surfaced regarding director Ruben Fleischer's Zombieland 2. According to GWWW, whatever the hell that is, Ghostbusters stars Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray have joined the cast.
Really?
So, I don't know how they're going to do Bill Murray, because he died in the first one, but maybe Bill Murray Zombie is going to come back or something. But Dan Aykroyd, that's cool as shit, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It says there's no details right now on how they'll fit it into the story, but the report says that they will be playing fictional versions of themselves.
Fictional versions?
Yeah.
Fictional versions? Oh, jeez.
It says this is interesting because Bill Murray already did that in the first film, and he was hilariously killed off. So it will be interesting to see how these actors will be utilized in the sequel. Man, that was my thoughts exactly.
Was he shot in the head?
That's a good question.
Because he played a zombie, but he wasn't a zombie.
Well, right, yeah. I think he was shot in the chest.
So now he's gonna come back
because he laid there.
Zombie.
Yeah, because he laid there and he kept doing like the over dramatic death scene and stuff like that.
Right.
But I don't know if they actually killed him when I can't remember if they killed him when he came back or not. But yeah, all original cast, and I don't think. Let's see if they've got a release date. It's scheduled to hit theaters on October 11th of this year. So,
really,
that's exciting. Because that movie is 2012, I think.
Yeah.
So it's been like 6 or 7 years since it was put out.
Okay.
So it'll be. Yeah, I'm stoked, man. That'll be fun. Good movie.
It's posted up in the page right now. The left arm theory.
Okay.
All the pictures.
All right, cool.
The Gamora one's not great. I apologize.
Yeah. Well, they can always look it up.
Yeah. For reference, go to that little picture and get a good one in there.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Speaking of movies that are making a comeback, this is kind of along those same lines. Netflix has, or no, I'm sorry, not Netflix. CW is bringing back The Lost Boys as a TV series.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on that? I mean, CW. I mean,
I haven't been too happy with a lot of their reboots right now, i.e. Roswell.
I haven't seen that. I saw that it was on, but I haven't seen that yet.
Don't even watch it, man.
It's bad.
It's not bad if you're into political awareness. Like, just give me a good story, dude. I watch TV shows to escape.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch TV shows to know what your stance is on whatever current affair is out there. Just give me a good story. Don't put a whole bunch of garbage in there about your agenda.
Right.
Sorry. It just pisses
Yeah, no,
me
I
off.
get it. Yeah. No, I completely agree. I hate those over political shows because I hate politics. And like if I want to see people throwing their political ideas and all that shit out there, then I'll go on Facebook, you know?
Right.
Because that's
Right.
pretty much all it is.
I just wish it was a great show. Excuse me. It was a great show back in the day. My grandma watched it, and I was really looking forward to it because of that fact. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it was something her and I kind of bonded over. It was one of those shows. You know what I mean?
So it's got some
It was-
sentimental value to you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then the the opening scene is just like, oh, I don't even want to say it. Oh, it just pisses me off. If you want to see it go, more power to you. Watch it. You know, it's if it's your flavor, it's your flavor. I just want to see it get through.
I really think that this should have gone to Netflix because then they can make it how they want it. They can make it as dark and twisted and gory like the original movie. You know,
Yeah.
they're gonna what
Sabrina.
they're gonna do. Yeah,
Sabrina's great.
exactly. And that's the point I was getting to. Netflix
Sorry.
has done no, you're fine. Netflix has done a really good job of rebooting some of the shows that they've done, and one of those is Sabrina. You know, I liked the original one. You know, it was cool mainly because, you know, Melissa Joan Hart, she was hot. You know, but it was more like teeny bopper, very kitschy, you know, kind of cheesy, all that stuff. And then this new one, I mean, it's dark. It's really dark. A lot of, you know,
They got away with a lot more stuff.
Oh my God! I mean,
compared to what the old one would have got.
yeah, man. I mean, like, you know, the whole Satanism thing and the
Dark
witch,
Lord, like,
yeah,
they're like,
black
wow.
magic and, you know, necromancy and oh my God, dude. You know, I mean, and they even touch on a lot of the stuff that I don't think like CW would. You know, like the homosexuality aspect of it, and
they'll
you know
touch on that.
the teen sex side of it and all that. Yeah, but not I don't think they would get as far as what they showed on that show.
Well,
but,
yeah.
But I think with the Lost Boys, if they were to redo this as a CW, they're gonna make it more geared towards the teens. The teenagers have no fucking clue what the Lost Boys is. They have, you know, I mean, shit. The movie was put out in what, 87 or some shit like that.
87, 88.
Yeah, something like that. So they have no idea what that movie is even about.
They rebooted it. Or they didn't reboot it, but they made that shitty second one where Frog came back. What's his name? Not Corey Haim. Corey
Feldman.
Feldman. Yeah. Frog was like the teacher. Like, this is how you kill vampires.
Oh God.
He lived in a little trailer down by the river.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it was like I was talking to somebody somebody had mentioned something on Facebook about the Ghostbusters reboot that they're getting ready to do. And, you know, he was like, "Oh, I'm so excited about it," and this and that. I'm like, I don't even know why they really try. I really don't, because we've talked about this a lot on this show. Yeah. It's not going to make it. It's not going to have that same sentiment as it did when you were a kid watching the original Ghostbusters.
Right.
Like even Ghostbusters 2, it was cool, but it still wasn't anything like the first one. And then they came out with that shitty redo with the female cast, and it didn't make it.
It didn't make it because the story was garbage.
Well, because they're trying to play off the whole Ghostbusters thing. You know, they're playing off the name of it. Like, well, if it says Ghostbusters, it's going to sell. You know, and so some of the people that commented on the thing that I commented on were saying that, well, you know, my kids will like a lot of that stuff too. I was like, yeah, but it doesn't have that same sentimental value. You know, they're gearing the stuff towards the kids. These movies are geared towards the kids. Kids have no sentimental value. They may like the movie. It may be cool. My kids like a lot of these movies too that we liked from the 80s. But, you know, I mean, Like, for instance, the new, they came out with that new Dumb and Dumber Part 2, and my kids love Dumb and Dumber. It's one of their favorite movies. And I rented that, and my kids are like, this is really dumb. This is stupid.
So, my theory on all of that is when we were kids, we didn't have an escape.
Mm-hmm.
These kids nowadays can escape like that. All they got to do is pick up an iPad, load a video game, or whatever they want to do, and boom, they've left reality. We didn't have that until we saw movies, and movies were good because they were an escape.
Mm-hmm.
So the creative fire in their mind has been stoked to a point of an inferno, and they don't have anything left to create for themselves.
Right.
Sorry.
Exactly. And for instance, let's say that they got all the original cast of Back to the Future together. They did a reunion.
Awesome.
And they did a Back to the Future, what would it be? 4?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
What happened to the train? I
mean, do you really...
Where'd it go?
Yeah, but do you really think that it would be... I mean, it would be cool only for the aspect that it's all the original cast members put back together. And they're doing that with the Ghostbusters minus Rick Moranis, or not Rick Moranis.
Bill Murray?
No, the Egon, the one that died. I can't think of his name. Yeah. Oh my God.
I don't know
Shit.
his name either.
I'm drawing a blank.
I'm not good with
him, they said that him and one other actor, I think, wasn't going to be in it. So you're going to have Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, probably Rick Moranis, because he completely quit. He's
not acting at all. So
no.
that'd be amazing to get that guy in there.
Yeah, that may be the other one.
Okay.
So, I mean, but if they did a Back to the Future with a reunion, the only thing that would sell that movie is being able to see Michael J. Fox and, oh my God, I'm so bad at names. Doc. Yeah. All of them back together again. But I really don't see it being as good as the original. It would probably be pretty disappointing, to be honest with you.
The only way they could ever reboot that, so Doc, I don't think Doc would come back, to be honest with you, because he took off with his wife and his 2 kids now.
Yeah.
So he had an exit. Like the questions, like you could sit there and game the game and like what happened to Doc, blah blah blah, what happened, all this stuff, but there's still a DeLorean floating around, even though that DeLorean at the end was destroyed because it was a paradox.
Right.
So there's a DeLorean in oh God, in the cave.
Uh-oh. I think our video froze up, dude. Did it? Hang on.
I don't know.
Oh, I think our video on Facebook. Harold Ramis. This is who Brandon was talking about.
Harold Ramis?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay. Yeah, I think it did freeze up.
Yeah, it's really choppy. My end's fine, so we can just keep going.
Yeah.
It's recording, so.
Yeah, I think they got audio.
Yeah, Brandon says... I think he's talking about. Yeah, he's talking about Lost Boys. It's one of his favorite '80s movies, and they're going to ruin it by making a shitty made-for-TV version. He says, "I agree. This movie deserves better than to be a hacky-free TV show." Yeah. And then talking about technology and all that stuff, he says, "I remember going to my friend Mike's house when we were 12, and spending all day just watching movies on VHS." Technology has gone so far as to make that an impossibility for kids today, and it sucks that they won't have memories like that. And that's true. Because all they got, they carry around their tablets and their phones. They can watch anything they want at any time. Yep. Because you got Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, you got your Vudu, you got, the Fandango, all that shit. Yeah.
Just a tap away. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely. Yeah, it really is.
I don't know, man.
But I don't know, man. And, well, speaking of reboots, they're also doing a Unsolved Mysteries reboot on Netflix. I'm kind of excited for that.
I am too, because everything that we have nowadays has just been played out. They're, like Ghost Adventures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, it was cool when it first came out and they had all those things and everything was like, it was only 3 of them. Like, but now season 13, 14, it's just like, let's put as many people as we can in the area and take away all the magic. Like, how many sound guys do you need? We need one.
Right. Yeah. Man, Unsolved Mysteries was a staple in our household. Like, that was whatever night it was on, Thursday nights, whatever. We as a family gathered around the TV and watched it. And I tell you what, as a 9, 10-year-old kid, some of those scared the shit out of me, dude.
Who are they going to get to replace that guy?
Okay, let me see if I can find it here.
Because his voice and the way he carried himself, it was just, he added.
Oh, yeah, Robert Stack. He was, the eeriness, like just his voice. Oh, my God.
I guess you could use the same guy that does American Dad and the cop from Family Guy, Joe or whatever. He does different voices for those.
Putty.
But I'm saying you use his voice and him from Lemony Snicket's.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because he was the narrator.
Yeah,
that's right.
He'd be great. He'd be great.
Let's see.
The Tick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they've said. They said there's been some people are offering suggestions as to who the host should be. Let me see if it says. They want somebody that'll do a Robert Stack impression to do the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those, especially like you get around the Halloween time, man. Those, some of those scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
No, there's no talks yet as to.
There's no talks yet.
Yeah, I think they're still talking about it, but it does say that they're getting a Netflix reboot. So it says, "Prepare to have nightmares forever." Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
It's funny because my dad has this like sixth sense about stuff, so, so he says, and he says that he says he would be watching the show and it would be like about a missing person or whatever it was, and he said he would just like get this chill like over him, and then like the next week, they would always do at the end of the show, remember, they would always do the follow-ups. This is an Unsolved Mysteries update. And they would talk about some of those that have been solved, and like, he would say, I knew it, I felt it. That one's been solved. They were found or whatever it was.
The Harris family is still not returned to the house. From the hauntings and shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. So, well, that's something to look out for in the upcoming. So last weekend we went and saw Spiderman Into the Spiderverse, dude. And it was good. It was really good. I highly recommend it.
I can't watch cartoons in a movie.
I know, but I know, and I'm the same way, but it's really weird. So the best way I can describe it is, you've played Borderlands, the movie or the game Borderlands, right?
Yeah.
It's like that cell shade kind of. Well, that's how this movie is. It's kind of like a cell shade. It's kind of realistic, but it still kind of almost looks like a comic book more than it does like an animation. It's really weird. One thing that I noticed is that it seemed like it had a lower frame rate, which is weird. And I don't know if that had to do with the type of animation that they used or what, but at times it almost seemed really choppy. But it's got a great cast. I mean, the voices. Jake Johnson does the voice of like the alternate Peter Parker. Jake Johnson's the guy from Have you seen New Girl? The show New Girl. Nick from New Girl.
Right.
Well, he does that voice.
Yep.
Haley Steinfeld, she does the voice of Gwen Stacy. She did. She's been in a lot of shit. Let's see. Lily Tomlin is Aunt May. Zoe Kravitz is Mary Jane. Zoe Kravitz, Lenny Kravitz's daughter. Yep. John Mulaney is Spider-Ham because it's got Spider-Ham, Peter Porker. Yep. And it's got 5-6 different Spider-Man plus Miles Morales, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And even Nicolas Cage does one of the Spider-Man voices.
Really?
Yeah. He does the Spider-Man Noir, like the black and white Spider-Man.
Oh, the badass one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Chris Pine does the voice of the original Peter Parker. So anyway, I highly recommend it. Take the kids, go see it. And one of the coolest things that I realized about this movie is that this was the first cameo of Stan Lee since he passed away in this movie.
Really?
Yep. Because he died in November.
Yeah,
I think.
and I posted the Easter egg on there from Once Upon a Deadpool. They did some editing.
Oh yeah.
From Christmas, yeah, they did the R.I.P. Stan Lee, and it was on the wall as they're parachuting in.
The billboard, the big billboard on the side of the building.
It was spray paint graffiti.
Oh, graffiti, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was kind of cool. At the end, they did a homage to him. They had his basically it was just his glasses, sitting there in all black, and Stan Lee, rest in peace, all that stuff.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. But
that's sad.
Yeah.
Way to bring the show down, Adam.
I know. I did notice too when I was at the comic book store today that a lot of the comics they'd have like a black band across here.
Yeah.
And it said Stan Lee, and then this date to this date, or this year to this year, 1912 or 1922, whatever the hell it was, to 2018. So it's kind of cool.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are we on next?
Man, we're about wrapped up, dude. You want to talk about some of the upcoming Xbox games?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So there's a game that's coming out that I'm really excited about. I know I texted you yesterday, and I'm like, man, there's so many good games out or coming out. I don't know what to buy. I got to get in on some of these games, but games are expensive, and I'm very limited to the time that I play, so I got to choose wisely. But this Generation Zero, dude, it looks so good, and I'm really excited for this game. It's something different.
Robots took over the world. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so it's basically alien robots invade, I think it's Sweden in the 1980s, and
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a survival. It's like a sandbox, open world survival game against these robots. You kill the robots, and if you kill them a certain way, you can actually like harvest some of their parts, and you use it to make stuff. You can like make your own guns out of whatever. They say that pretty much no two guns are going to be alike because of all the different ways that you can make them with different parts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's, I think, co-op of up to 4 players.
Okay.
Yeah. And that comes out in... Here, let me look it up real quick. I believe it comes out
soon,
in
right?
I think it's in March. Yeah, available for PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 on March 26th. So, I think that's the weekend we're going to be in Nashville, brother.
Yeah. The 4th is what Dana, I believe, sent to.
Was it? Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna work for us better.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
But But yeah, so we got that. We've got a new Metro game. I like the Metro game, man. They've all been really good. I really want to go back and finish them because I never have.
It took a while for the first one to the second one. There's a big lull there.
Yeah,
the last light.
Yeah, it was Metro 2033 or whatever.
2033 and the last light.
Yeah, and then the last light. Which 2033 that was released on Xbox 360, I believe, because I'm pretty sure I got that. What was the release date on that one? It was released in May of
12?
Yeah, May of 13. Yep.
Okay.
And then Last Light, because I think Last Light was released on 360 as well.
Yeah.
Last Light.
Both those. Oh, excuse me. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But yeah, that game looks great, man. That Exodus, it looks good. I don't know if it's multiplayer though, and I know none
of the other ones was.
None of the other ones were, but I was kind of hoping that it would be. Let's see if I can find any more info on it.
Yeah, so I played that while I was on deployment.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a ship in the Pacific and in the Atlantic.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Wow. And then we got the new Far Cry coming out too.
That's what I want to talk about. 13 years later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Far Cry New Dawn.
Yep.
And
13 years.
For anybody that hasn't completed Far Cry 5, we're not going to spoil it for you, but you've got to finish the game. You have to really understand what's going on. If you do, you'll understand what New Dawn is all about.
It's badass.
And I'm kind of hoping that they don't explain it at the beginning of New Dawn so it doesn't spoil it for people that haven't finished.
Well, you're kind of going to know.
Well, I guess. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rebuilding, you know?
Oh my God, that's coming out next month.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
And it's only $40 too.
Yeah. Only.
Well, dude, most of the games are like 60.
Yeah. That's so Far Cry is gonna be definitely a get. And dude, I was very disappointed in the DLC. Zombies on the first one was just like not what I expected.
It's funny you mentioned that because I know you've been on me to get that, and I actually did buy it.
You did?
Yeah, I bought it this morning, played it for a little bit, got through the first pitch.
Yeah.
And I was so mad. I got to the second pitch, and I got to the very, very end. I killed the big Sasquatch zombie.
Yeah.
And I got to the end where you're behind the machine gun and you're just killing all the hordes that are coming in. Mm-hmm. And they kept getting behind me, and it was like the last 2 or 3 zombies, and one of them killed me. I was so pissed, dude.
Yeah. Well, at the start, it's like you're not even worried about killing the zombies. Just keeping them off you is all you got to do.
Yeah.
And then shoot those fucking yellow things. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The farmhouse one? Yeah.
Yep.
I do like playing some of have you played any of the people's maps? Like ones that people have created?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
There's arcade or whatever.
Yeah, go to the arcade and just play some of the ones that they've made. Like I made one with a ship. It has a ship and like you're all around it and has a fortress in front of it. I haven't played it. Like I didn't publish it, but like building your own map was very tedious.
Really?
Yeah, actually building one. So now going back and playing ones that people have built, I'm like, that's pretty good.
Because you know how hard it is, yeah.
Yeah, with the mechanics that they make for you to build your game, they're not great mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn. It's kind of like Mario Maker. It's like
Mario Maker's easy.
Yeah, but it's not easy
Oh,
to
yeah.
beat your level. Like you said, you gotta
Yeah.
beat your level to submit it or whatever.
Yep. Like those ones are crazy. Like the ones where they have shells and you pick it up and jump it up. Like,
I never could do that.
Yeah, I watched the guy play his level because you can do that, and you're like, how in the hell are you doing that? Like,
yeah, he'll jump and grab that one and jump off it and then throw it and then jump to the next one off of that one. It's like, oh my god,
I don't get it.
I don't either. It's beyond me.
It's that spin jump from Super Mario World, right? Like it's from that one because you have to do it once in the Star Road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So on Super Mario Brothers, the original.
Yeah.
I always had a hard time. You know how you get the like 90 lives or 99 lives or whatever it is.
Did you see me doing it earlier?
Were you doing that?
Yeah, I did it.
Man, I could never do that. I never could get the rhythm down. Where you hit them against that.
Like.
I never could do it.
I was like, I didn't think I was gonna get it, and I did it while I was streaming, and I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" And it's like, doo 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 doo.
I gotta go back and watch that now.
Yeah.
We were at V-Stock whenever you were live, so I didn't get a chance to watch it, but
it's all good, man.
I gotta.
It took me a minute because my audio was being weird at the start, so it's like a minute and a half in, and then you can. Like you see me playing, I start talking about what it is, and I'll just give it a little shameless plug here. So if you go to Masters of the Retroverse page, not the group, right? I posted on the page. We have a Super Mario Brothers, the first game, high score challenge, no warping, any of that stuff. Obviously level 3-1, you can get the free guys because I did it. Because it still all depends on how you play each level to get the maximum points. So, but yeah, so the highest score on February 2nd, I think it was, like next weekend, Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the end of the challenge. Post a screenshot or a picture of your TV and the score on there. And the highest score gets this Merman Pez dispenser.
Nice.
So, I
and
guess
be honest, people.
Like
be honest.
$40 on eBay.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Well, let's keep it honest too. Any rules against emulators or whatever?
No. So I played it on an NES Classic.
Okay.
So I could plug it into my card or whatever. So it's just no emulators. Don't play it on your computer. TV.
Well, the reason I ask is because the Switch has the online, and they've got the NES games. So
yeah,
I'm gonna go on there. I'm gonna try it. What was your score?
My end high score was 587,000 something.
Okay, all right.
I stopped at 8-1 because I had a shit ton of guys and I couldn't make it over the thing. He wouldn't jump right. But I can usually beat the game. I can beat the game playing it legitly without doing the 3-1 guys. And my head's in the game and I'm not streaming. I can beat the game easy as shit.
It's always more nerve-wracking, Yeah.
It's
like
I was dying in places I shouldn't have been dying. The fish level, I was like just walking right into fish. I was like, what are you doing? Yeah.
Nice.
Like when they hop out that level. What is it? One?
They jump up out of the water, yeah.
Or 2, 3, or whatever. Yeah. No, the sky. I don't even think you see water there, do you? Can't remember.
Oh, you're talking? Yeah. Where they?
Yeah. You're on a bridge running across, and they're just boop.
Jumping
the key
up
is there can only ever be 4 monster tiles, and tiles is the whole monster itself, right? There can only ever be 4 with hitboxes on them on the screen.
Okay.
So, cloud level, right? Or what is it? 6-1? No, 4-1, right? Where you usually go before you go to 4-2, and you go to warp, right? It has the cloud come out first. It's the first time it comes out. you notice he only ever throws 3 guys. If they're on the screen, unless he throws it right into a pit, he'll throw another one out.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're playing, you just need to make sure that you're paying attention of how many are on the screen, because there can only ever be 4 monsters. And if you notice, like, the hammers glitch. So like when you're at a Bowser level and the hammers are coming out, and the Hammer Brothers or whatever, if they throw a whole bunch of hammers, there's a glitchy one in the back. That one can't hurt you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the tile's too big. The NES memory doesn't have enough memory to work. So
that's cool. That's good to know.
Yeah, and hitboxes and stuff like that. That's like speed run shit. Like, I know a little bit. I'm not good, but I know what some of the stuff is.
Well, we should do this like once a month. Let's do like a challenge. Let's do like a video game challenge of some sort.
Hell yeah!
And let's just keep it. Let's keep it going with this. This will be fun.
Yeah.
So
give homage though to the guy who started this. It was Bradley Smith in the Toy Lounge. So, and shout out to him for starting these kind of challenges, and it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, and definitely go check out the Toy Lounge too on Facebook. Great group, great group of guys. So, all right, man. Well, let's wrap it up. Are you done?
Yeah.
You got anything else?
I can talk. Whatever.
Okay. All right. You want to send us out? Then go for it.
Oh man, you can send us out. You do it better than me.
Alrighty. Well, make sure you go check out our Facebook page, Masters of the Retroverse. Just search for that. You'll find us. We also have a group by the same name. Just put the word group after Masters of the Retroverse. You'll find us there. Go check out the Toy Lounge group. Great group of guys. YouTube. Check out our YouTube channel. You can find the video from this. We do stream live all of our shows live on our Facebook page. But if you aren't able to make it live, you can always go to YouTube, check out our channel, check out all of our previous shows too. I mean, we've got some great ones, like one with Larry Kinney. We've got guys from the Toy Lounge that have come on and hung out. Our wonderful Christmas specials, which are just absolutely amazing, and you've got to watch them.
Don't watch that.
Yeah, and please don't send us,
hate
threats. Mail. Yeah, that you'll never get those 2 hours back of your life. So,
we have to thank the people on iTunes.
Yes, we are at almost 17,000 downloads. So thank you everybody that listens to the audio podcast. We cannot thank you enough. We're gonna celebrate once we hit 20,000. And it'll be fun. We'll do some sort of giveaway or something, and it should be a good time. So,
it'll be super sweet.
Did I miss anything?
Huh?
Did I miss anything?
No, not that I'm tracking, but
yep. We got Instagram, we got Twitter. Yeah. We don't really check it that much, but hey, you can still follow us on there anyway.
Also, Twitch.
And Twitch.
We haven't posted on Twitch. We should post on Twitch.
Yep.
We have to actually go live on Twitch. We'll probably do some of the gaming on Twitch.
We should do that. We should check. Yeah. We should try doing that.
I sent you that link, right? To connect to that?
I think you did.
Okay. If not, I'll send it again.
Yeah, you might have to. I don't know where it's at. So, all right, guys, we're out. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Come hang out with us next week. Until then,
Adam, don't forget.
There's nothing wrong with living in the past. See you guys.
Yeah, buddy.